seems to be a fun Wednesday at that, with everything going on. So, just wanted to kind of switch it up for you. Maybe switch it up from the news that you've been watching all day or whatever. But hey, let's talk about some Delta-8, Delta-9. Yes, I said the naughty word, Delta-9. Oh no, but today, guys, we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of Delta-8 and Delta-9 THC, because we're always talking about CBD products, Delta-8, and it's like, I figured it would be beneficial to have kind of a pros and cons episode on Delta-8 and Delta-9, because I don't know if you guys have wondered this, but I've gotten questions about what's the difference, which should I do, which is right for me, one or the other kind of thing. So, I just figured it would be beneficial to cover this topic because, listen, I know Delta-9 is federally illegal, but, Colorado, it's recreationally legal. There's a bunch of states that passed legalization yesterday. I think it was like five or six states that did it. So it's happening, guys. It's slowly but surely. I was talking to a customer in Texas. I was like, hey, was that even on the ballot? He's like, no. The governor, I think he said the governor or the senator there, was like, as long as I'm in office, it's not going to be legalized. And I'm like, dude, Texas definitely needs to legalize it. It makes a lot of sense for Texas to do it. After all, guys, they are an agricultural state. So, just incorporating another plant into the mix certainly won't help things. Just look at the track record of states that have had legalization. Colorado, for example. I'm always going to talk about Colorado because I live in Colorado. Guys, I've seen the economy just explode. I've seen the population explode. It's crazy. Washington even took it a step further and decriminalized drugs. That's crazy. I saw that and I was like, whoa, all right, Washington. So, I think it's time to try something different because I think the last 50, 60 years or whatever, however long this joke of a drug war has been going on, I think it's time for us to try something different, because obviously what we're doing is not working. If you guys agree with me, let me know. If you guys disagree, well, just tell me to shut up.
Is there a coupon?
Yes, there is. Oh, I didn't write it on there. WW132, 10% off. Site-wide for the next 24 hours.
You said 10%?
Yes, 10%. That's it. What's up, Nasty Nate? How are you doing today, bro? It's a pleasure to see you right now. I hope you guys have been having a good day. But, hey, even if not, you got your CBD, take some Delta-8 products. So what I'm doing right now, guys, is sharing this live stream. Help us out, by you. I encourage you guys to do it and incentivize you guys to share, comment, and engage with us throughout the live stream. And the more times you comment, tag friends, share the live stream, the more entries you'll get into the giveaway, all right? So Facebook, you guys will do the like, comment, and sharing, the tagging as well. And YouTube, you guys can also share, I guess, and tagging and engaging with us. So I'm actually doing that right now myself, and I am just sharing this onto my personal page, into related groups, and, kind of just all over the place. Health and wellness, holistic. I'm just getting the word out there about Wellness Wednesday, I think we're doing some fun things over here. It makes for a nice switch up in the middle of your guys' week. What questions do we got? Let's see. Hello, was it Phil? I said hello to you. Shannon, hello. How are you doing, bro? Lindsay, welcome. Lori Cam, hello. I feel like I saw a lot of you guys. What's up, Maddie Dean? I feel like I saw a lot of you guys Last night, Christopher Roy, or Oregon. Yeah, sorry, Oregon. You see, I'm losing my mind of states, the different things. But regardless, I've seen, there's been a lot of, there's a lot of negativity going on right now with the elections and stuff. But, I mean, there has been some good things that have come out of it, in regards to cannabis legalizations in states that didn't have it. Shout out to New Jersey. I know New Jersey was one of them. So it's awesome to see that more and more states are legalizing it. I mean, guys, I've seen a lot of surveys where, obviously it's not the entire population, but out of these surveys have shown that, the vast majority of the population is for cannabis legalization. I mean, I'm all for it, so... All right, everyone, let's go ahead. Audio, video, everything is looking good. Yeah, Lori said we smoked it up. I will say, after I ate all that Delta-8 last night and smoked the Delta-8, I was feeling so relaxed and super good afterwards. I even, after I ended the live stream, I, went on and, turned on, just to, see the election stuff, and I, sat down, and I realized, at least 20 minutes passed by, and I was I was just kind of spacing out and just relaxing for the last 20 minutes, that Delta-8. I was watching the TV, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was just super relaxed. I was just feeling good. I can imagine I was just sitting there probably with, a big smile on my face while just watching the news, and it's that's not how I normally am when I watch the news. So, hey, Delta-8's pretty solid, if I don't say so myself. All right, everyone, let's go ahead. So, Wellness Wednesday 132. Pros and cons of Delta-8 and Delta-9. I'm going to say the bad word, THC. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
He said the THC word. Oh, no. So, a lot of us are studying up on Delta-8 as of late. I mean, I'm giving you guys educational material to be, just surrounding yourself with. So even if it's not intentional, I'm trying to teach you about Delta-8. So since this sub-market is growing like absolute crazy, guys, the sales numbers of Delta-8 compared to CBD products, Delta-8 is getting to a point where it's starting to outsell CBD products. Now, I'm not saying that, that's going to continue. It could be for varying factors. It's a new thing, but I don't know. I do think Delta-8 is here to stay, and I think that it is going to become, if it hasn't already, a major staple in your current wellness routine. I mean, how many of you guys in here have tried Delta-8, and how many of you had not tried Delta-8? Let me know. I've tried Delta-8 or I have not tried Delta-8.
I've tried Delta-8.
No, have you, dude?
Yeah.
You tried it? Yeah. You didn't tell me you tried it.
Yeah, I was kind of worried to
tell you. Okay. Dude, that's pretty awesome. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was cool.
Pretty solid? All right. So, as you guys know, Delta-8 is considered we'll call it, this is cute, the little sibling of Delta-9. So, if you guys want a nice representation, I'm Delta-9 and Cam is Delta-8, all right? So, if you want a visual representation, Eden is Delta-9, little baby bro, Delta-8 right here, okay? So, you guys know how I like to give visuals, comparisons, Hey, maybe you read things and you learn, or maybe you're a visual learner like myself, so I'm going to give you both. All right, so, and as you guys know, Delta-9 is the type of THC we're more familiar with as a society. So, and the two do have plenty of things in common, but that doesn't mean that they behave the same when you take them. In fact, it's their difference that make each one worth your consideration. We will be doing a full comparison of both cannabinoid types by breaking down their positives and negatives. From there, this will hopefully give you a more comprehensive understanding of the two in order to decide for yourself whether or not to incorporate either or both into your daily routine. But I will tell you, if you live in a state that Delta-9 THC is illegal, well, you obviously got to stick with Delta-8. But, this is good information. Hello, Fairy Frequency on YouTube, but this is good information for you guys to have for when legalization occurs. It's not, guys, I think we're past the time of it's a matter of if. It's a matter of when now. it's crazy. States are just doing it left and right. So, guys, if your state didn't legalize it and we're all for it, don't get your hopes up, guys. Just keep fighting. It's not going to be an easy fight. I mean, God, this legalization aspect has just been going on for decades, guys. So we are getting there. Just don't lose hope, all right? That's all I can say. I know it's probably easier said than done, especially when you're when you look at us or you have friends that live in legal states and they're just using THC products, and it'll happen. I really, really do think one day we will live in a world where it's even legalized worldwide. I don't know, but at least in the United States. So, okay, you put that in there? All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Delta-8 and Delta-9 THC similarities and differences. Before breaking down their individual pros and cons, we need to briefly touch upon their main differences and similarities. As you probably know, both Delta-8 and Delta-9 are cannabinoids. Cannabinoids are defined as compounds found in the cannabis that have the unique ability to stimulate the function of the endocannabinoid system by binding with cannabinoid receptors found throughout the body, which control different bodily processes. Cannabinoids are like regulators, ensuring that each bodily process is functioning in its most healthy way. But Delta-8 and Delta-9 bind with different cannabinoid receptors, which means that they control slightly different bodily processes. Now here's where things get complicated. They both can, for instance, offer calming properties, but through different mechanisms. You may find that calming properties of one cannabinoid are more suited to your bodily chemistry than the calming properties of the other, for example.
Hello, Piper. How are you doing today? Carrie Abram Connor, hello. Great to see each and every single one of you. As always, I'm talking with a tincture in my mouth. And it's gone. See? This is just so easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hello, everyone on Instagram. All right, perfect. So I got that pulled up. All right, Fairy Frequency, I gave you the shout out already. Had to make sure. Hello, Josh Arnett. Oh, you jumped in when I was behind the camera. Did I scare you, man? Did you think that Cameron's just the one hosting it? I'm more of a behind the camera guy now, so you'll just hear my voiceover from time to time. Just kidding. So, Delta-8 pros. I mean, I think it's just an amazing thing. So, but, there are pros and cons, so I'm going to outline them. Delta-8 does have much to bring to the forefront of the CBD industry from both what it actually is and what it has to offer. Well, number one, guys, I mean, just like CBD and Delta-9 THC, it is also a cannabinoid. And just having a basic understanding of CBD and THC, well, with cannabinoids, there's got to have some potential value associated with it. Maybe. I think so. Delta-8 is a cannabinoid, and at the very least, we know that all cannabinoids can be quite useful to the body thanks to the role that they play in homeostasis via the endocannabinoid system, all right? Number 2 pro of Delta-8 is it's less psychoactive than Delta-9 THC. Delta-8 is a psychoactive compound, but it is less psychoactive. It's essentially a milder form of Delta-9, which when taken in the same dose will produce less mind-altering effects. Most people say that it's more calming and promotes a more clear-minded feeling. I experienced that, you guys have heard me talk about that. It's I kind of feel the effects from the neck down, but my mind is super clear. I just feel relaxed. I feel good, but I don't have that stony mind-altering effects where I'm just typical stoner, So it's definitely, that's why I think a lot of you guys, even if you do use Delta-9, you may find that you use Delta-8 during the day. I've used Delta-9 during the day, but it's Delta-8's just super solid. You get that feeling that you're looking for from Delta-9, but not as intense, and it still just gives you super clear mind, and you can just get things done. Or you can also relax if you wanted to. So, and also many do say it is less likely to produce feelings of paranoia that some experience when they've taken high doses of Delta-9. That's another big thing. A lot of people loved, they like the feeling that they get, the high and the relief mechanisms from smoking cannabis, Delta-9 THC. But they get extreme paranoia or anxiety, and then it just completely ruins the experience. So.
Number 3, easier to find legally. Delta-8 is easier to find legally throughout the country because it is derived from hemp plant, and as the law states, all hemp-derived cannabinoids are legal as long as they do not contain more than 0.3% Delta-9 THC. This means that you could buy Delta-8 online and in various specialty shops.
Like, I'm sure, guys, at your local shops, you guys have seen Delta-8 everywhere. It's just flooding the market. It's insane. I mean, I have more Delta-8 products being shipped to us, more gummies, more cartridges. It's just nonstop, It just seems like it's like the CBD market when I was first getting into it. I saw a lot of people coming out of the woodworks, and now I'm starting to see that with Delta-8. People I've never heard of, just like popping up left and right. Oh, we got the fire. We got the best Delta-8. We got this. And I'm like, yo, like this one guy sent me some stuff, and I was like, yo, can I get the COA? He literally sends me a COA for a completely different product. They were both gummies, but he's like, this is what I use for the gummies. I'm like, no, bro, this isn't how it works. Like, you get a raw material tested, and then you get the final product tested, because things can go wrong from raw to formulation. And he's like, oh, that's a good point. And I was like, yeah. So it's happening. It's just frustrating. It's just like common sense. Like, if you're going to get it, you can't just like take the lazy route and just be like, oh, like I've tested one of my gummies, so it's applicable to all the other gummies. Like, no, it's not. No. God. That's why it's called batch testing. Not group testing. Crazy. This is the thing that I have to deal with. So, number 4 would be offers unique properties. Many people use Delta-8 because of its calming effects, which make it great for sleep and stress specifically, based off, some preliminary research studies. But of course, guys, further research is required before any definitive answers can be provided surrounding these products. Further, many find that Delta-8 offers a calming sensation throughout the body, which relaxes the muscles. How many of you guys can report similar effects when taking your Delta-8 THC products?
Now, Delta-8 cons. I don't know why this is on here, but you gotta put
hey,
it on there.
Some people I look at them all as pros. Some people may look at them as cons. I gotta...
Yeah.
I gotta please the people.
You gotta cover your bases.
Yeah.
Now let's go over the cons of Delta-8. Number 1, you may fail a drug test.
Yes.
Delta-8 and Delta-9 are 2 different compounds, but standard drug tests are not sensitive enough to pick up on this distinction. Therefore, if you take Delta-8 before taking a drug test, you will likely fail.
Fairy frequency, yes. It's really different strokes for different folks. That is the mentality I had when I was developing this segment of Wellness Wednesday, just because that's another thing. People are like, well, I like smoking weed. Like, should I use Delta-8, Delta-9? It's like, let me just give you this information so you can decide which is which. I mean, like, if you can do it, do both. I combine CBD isolate, I take broad spectrum, I take full spectrum. Now, I understand not all of you guys may have that freedom because drug tests or whatever, but I just want to show you that, like, I don't just limit myself to just CBD isolate or just CBG or just THC. I try to expose my body and thus my endocannabinoid system to as many potential cannabinoids and terpenes as possible.
I like that. I respect that I respect that.
That's just me. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, this is what I use, like, if I feel sick or something, if I have a headache, like, if I'm dealing with things, my first thought isn't like, oh, let me go get Advil or let me go get this. It's like, let's try taking some CBD products if this works. Or let's try taking some Delta-8 or let's try taking a dab and seeing if that helps. And, most things that I'm using these products for, they help me. But, of course, that's not guarantee that it'll help you. in that way. It may help you less. It may not help you at all. Who knows? It may help you even more. That is just the thing with CBD products. You just need to find what works best for you. Same with Delta-8. So number 2 would be, it is psychoactive. Again, that could be a pro or a con to people. Unlike your CBD products, Delta-8 is psychoactive. Or it is intoxicating. You know, it will cause you to get high. Alright? So despite being less intoxicating than Delta-9. Had to include that in there. Now many people welcome this. But it is important to keep in mind. Alright? If you don't want any intoxicating effects. CBD isolate, full spectrum, broad spectrum products. Alright? If you want a little intoxication, a little high, you know, with the relief mechanisms, Delta-8's great for you. If you're like, yo, I love being stony baloney and, you know, getting the medical benefits, smoking weed is for you. Delta-9 is for you. But, of course, not everybody has the access to Delta-9 as most of you have to Delta-8, at least. So, Delta-9 pros. Delta-9 does have some positives to offer, you know, despite what the media and everyone else, the reefer madness people like to spread. As long as this compound is being used properly and legally. Alright? I'm not telling you to go buy it from the weed man at the corner. Now, I want you to do this stuff legally. If you're going to use Delta-9 or Delta-8 products, you know, you want to make sure you're doing it in a legal form. Alright? So, if you're drug tested, I'm not going to recommend that you go start blazing up some Delta-8 or Delta-9. Now, you could if you wanted to, if you don't care about failing a drug test, but I just need you guys to understand this and make sure you proceed cautiously when you're using these products and you fully understand, like, not saying cautiously because, like, you can get hurt or anything. It's just, like, you need to have a full understanding of these products. Alright? I don't want you guys thinking that, like, oh, I use CBD products and I passed my drug test and Delta-8 is hemp derived as well. And so I can start using that. I need you guys to understand all of this. So, pro number 1 of Delta-9 would be, well, of course, it's a cannabinoid as well. So like Delta-8, Delta-9 is a cannabinoid, which means that it can promote wellness through means of body regulation via the endocannabinoid system and its cannabinoid receptor interaction. Therefore, it's worth considering if you're looking for a natural way to maintain your well-being, especially if you're currently taking CBD products. Like, who knows? You may live in a state that just legalized. And you're like, yo, I'm taking CBD. It's like, try combining your CBD with your cannabis products now. See what you get from that.
Number 2 has many properties that may be useful. Delta-9 has plenty of unique properties that have been heavily researched. These properties mainly deal with mood, pain, digestive function, and neurological wellness. Number 3, Delta-9 is heavily studied. We know more about Delta-9 than Delta-8 because Delta-9 has been studied more intensively throughout the decades. Therefore, some people feel more comfortable with it than Delta-8 because of this.
I mean, it's been studied, you know, I mean, it's, let's be honest, Delta-9, like, when we're talking about smoking weed, like, they're not talking about the other cannabinoids, they're talking about specifically Delta-9, like, weed is on there, Delta-9 is the big problem, so, which, it isn't, you know, it's fine. Fairy Frequency on Instagram said, I like the Green Road gummies, but my daughter and son-in-law didn't feel anything. Well, Fairy Frequency, they shouldn't, CBD doesn't really induce a feeling. Did they have issues? Like, if they're just taking it for general wellness, were they feeling better than how they felt before they took it? And of course, Fairy Frequency, not everybody gets the same exact results when taking edibles. That's the other thing with edibles. It takes up to 2 hours to kick in. You're losing some of the bioavailability due to the first pass effect, so you're actually losing some of that potency. Fairy Frequency, have they found results using other types of delivery methods?
And was that their first time using it?
And was that their first time using CBD products? Because if it was their first time, well, 1 dose, I mean, you're not going to get really anything. You should at least use it for like a week straight, 2 weeks straight. See, so I mean, ideally a full month before you start judging it off that. But there you go, Fairy Frequency. I felt super relaxed and forgot to smoke my flowers. So there you go. So it helped you relax. So And if you're taking a product to help you relax, then I guess job well done, right? So, that's just one thing. I just wanted to know fair frequency about, like, was that their first time? Have they found relief from other types of CBD products? Just want to get a little background about them. Hopefully that wasn't their first try and they're like, well, CBD's not for me, and they just gave up on it because, if everybody used it once and didn't get the relief that they were looking for immediately like most people do, then people wouldn't be enjoying the benefits that they are with these products because most people some people get results after their first few uses, but most people, it does take a couple weeks to a month of regular daily usage. And of course, you got to scale the dose and find the dose that works best for you because dosage is not a one size fits all. So, Delta-9, let's move into the cons. I had to include this. Yes, Delta-9 does have red flags against it, as these major two must be noted if you were to obtain or use it. It's stronger than Delta-8. Delta-9 is stronger than Delta-8 in terms of intoxication, which means that before taking it, you should make sure that you're in an environment in which you can relax, all right, and fully enjoy it. Don't be, like, sitting in traffic and decide to spark up a blunt for your first time. Won't be the most enjoyable time.
Number 2, illegal in many places. Delta-9 is federally illegal, so you can only take it in a state in which it has been legalized. Of course, if you belong to your state's medical marijuana program or your state has recreational cannabis, you can legally obtain Delta-9.
Yeah. Alright. So, making you more aware of each was the goal here. The bottom line is that both Delta-8 and Delta-9 serve a purpose and both contribute to the overall effects of cannabis that many of us desire. Before writing either off, consider both of them based on what they have to offer from a positive and negative aspect. This info is especially important if you are already on a CBD regimen, as combining D9, D8, or both with your CBD routine will further enhance your experience. Questions or comments on this stuff? Hello, Kyle Northey, all the way from Australia on Instagram, my dear, dear lad. It's great to see you. Alright, let's see. Let's go up here. So, Lori, you haven't tried Delta-8. Christopher Roy, I haven't tried it yet. Christopher Roy, Lori Cam, I don't believe you're drug tested. Are you hesitant to try it? Are you interested to try Delta-8? Or are you just saying, no, I just want to stick with CBD? I want to hear your thoughts. Christopher Roy, I'm going to ask you the same questions. Why haven't you tried Delta-8? Is it because you don't want to? Which is, hey, if you don't want to, that's totally fine. If you're content with CBD products, keep at it and it's working for you. Do you, boo-boo? I'm just trying to give you guys the information so you are well-versed and you have this full understanding of these incredible compounds so you can decide for yourself if these are right for you. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's all personal preference. You need to find, like, sure, not everybody's going to be like me and is just going to, like, eat any cannabinoid and every cannabinoid, D8, D9, stuff like that. Like, I get it. But I just want you guys to just be educated and understand that you don't need to be afraid of this stuff. You just need to consume it responsibly, especially in regards to things like Delta-8 and Delta-9, where it does induce those intoxicating effects. CBD, if you just eat copious amounts of it, well, you'll more than likely just go to sleep. You'll just be super relaxed and tired.
Lori said, I'm interested to try it. I haven't ordered again, and I'm hoping the Delta-8 will help my legs so I can sleep better.
For like is it the RLS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I don't think I have RLS, but like I definitely like if you guys watch like my YouTube videos, people like to call me out about it. Like I like to move. You can't really see. I guess you can see kind of, but I always wiggle my knees. Like when I'm talking on the phone, when I'm typing on my computer, or even like when I'm doing live stream videos like this, I'm always moving my legs. So I'm not saying that's RLS, but I do notice, like, especially like when I am smoking weed or
very still.
Yeah, I've noticed that, like, I am a little more still, but I don't know. I guess maybe I'm kind of just like an anxious, antsy person. Like when I'm on the phone, I like to pace around and stuff. I can't really sit still. So, I mean, Lori, I'm interested to see how that would play out for your RLS. Because it's going to just really relax you, I think. So, when you do order the Delta-8, Lori, let me know of those results if it does do anything for your RLS. Let's see. Lindsay, Delta-8 gives Doc the extra oomph he needed that he wasn't getting from CBD for his anxiety and pain. Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, guys, Delta-8 is giving people the feeling that they were expecting when taking CBD products, while also having potential benefits associated with it. So I think that's why Delta-8's getting so popular. Yeah, of course, there are people that are like, oh, I can get these intoxicating effects. I can feel a little high while just not being super stoned. And there is a market that's using it just for those purposes. But regardless, they're still going to get general wellness benefits out of it. I mean, even if you're going in, you're like, yo, I just want to feel this way from this Delta-8. You may unintentionally notice, wow, ever since using these products, I've just started feeling better. I don't have a lot of complications or issues, fortunately, but I take these products for just general health and wellness benefits. I attribute my general sense of wellness and well-being being pretty high. I associate that to my regular usage of cannabis products. Now, can I say 100% guarantee that that's the result of that? No, I can't say that. But I believe that, for me, I notice that, I feel better when I'm consuming these products than when I'm not consuming these products. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no?
Christopher Roy said, I'm in California. I just haven't gotten the chance to try it yet, but I want to. And then he also said,
okay, Christopher.
I really haven't seen it in dispensaries. Maybe I should check the vape shops.
Yeah, dispensaries.
Or get it from you, even.
Yeah, or get it from me. But, I mean, dispensaries, man, I'll tell you, even out here, you won't really find Delta-8 in the dispensaries. There are in different states. I will tell you, I have never walked into a dispensary here and seen Delta-8. Now, I've seen, dispensaries in, Oregon, maybe, or there was once, I saw one article, it was on, Leafly or something, and they were talking about an extractor, and they worked with dispensaries, and I think Oregon or one of those states, where they were actually working on Delta-8 products. Because, guys, if you go to YouTube and type and look up on the Wellesley page the CBD Knowledge episode, I think it's 4. It's the varying cannabinoids and the benefits of each. I recorded that video probably 3 years ago, and I talked about Delta-8. So all these people in this industry, Delta-8 is no thing. Delta-8 ain't new. The process of converting isolate and hemp-derived CBD isolate, throwing it through isomerization, yeah, that's made leaps and bounds in progression. And that's what's brought it to the mainstream, in the hemp market. But Delta-8 has been studied for a very, very long time. I mean, not obviously as in-depth as Delta-9 and even CBD, but there's studies out there that go back decades. So Delta-8 is not some just new cannabinoid that was just recently discovered. It's just being brought into the mainstream right now.
Lindsay said, in Arizona, I've only found one brand in the dispensary that makes Delta-8 tinctures and one with capsules. Our products were cheaper and the labs were better. I don't say that either. I would honestly tell you if the dispensary had it cheaper.
Oh, I mean, no, the dispensaries, it's expensive. I mean, you go, I saw, what was it? It was a 500 milligram. I'm pretty sure it was just a full spectrum tincture. I don't believe it was a 1-to-1, and that was still 80, $90. It's pretty expensive. So, listen, guys, when you go to the dispensaries, a lot of those products are charged at a premium. Why do you think I go to the exact same dispensary every single time? Because I know the deal that they have.
It's a good deal.
It's a great deal, So it's it varies. You can go one dispensary and pay $120 out the door for an ounce or something, and then another dispensary it's $150, $160. oh, we got the top shelf. Like, yo, this whole top shelf, mid shelf, bottom shelf shit, like, yo, you should only be selling top shelf. In my opinion. That's the other reason why I like good chemistry. Because they're like, yo, all our shit's top shelf. We don't have the mid-grade stuff. It's like, yo, I want top shelf. Regardless of what I'm paying.
Tippy.
Yeah, I'm going to a dispensary for a reason, right?
Tippy top.
Oh, gosh. Christopher Roy said, I'm all about homeostasis, son. Yes, that balance and equilibrium. I mean, at the end of the day, that's one of the greatest things that I experienced with taking CBD, and that's why I just feel better. When I take when I consume cannabis products and I use hemp-derived CBD products, that homeostasis, that balance and equilibrium, I feel better when I consume these compounds than when I do not. Can you guys agree, yes or no? Okay. Christopher also said, I think my wife should try Delta-8. She hates the mind space of Delta-9. Then yes, Christopher Roy, I highly recommend that your wife give Delta-8 a shot. At least a shot. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. But I feel like the people that have told me, it sounds like I have a pretty high success rate on the people that have tried Delta-8 based off my recommendation. The people that I've talked to said they are loving the Delta-8. And people that I haven't spoken to, well, they come in and reorder it again, so that's indicative that they enjoyed the Delta-8.
The D8. Mm-hmm. Don't wait. Get the date.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. But yeah, Christopher Roy, man, I think she should give it a go.
Why not?
I mean, hey. Why not?
Why not?
Lori Edith. Oh, did you see me doing this? Eden's gonna eat his paper. Me just being random and just doing random things. Yep, Christopher Roy. Oh, bro, you don't even want to know what you said. The COAs, bro. Said, yeah, bogus COAs and pay-to-play labs are a problem even for Delta-9. The Delta-9, I've known that even happened out here in Colorado. Like it's crazy. When I go to the dispensary, guys, I mean, I think I actually have a wax. I do have a wax container here.
I got one.
I'll show you guys. So, when you buy a Wellnessy CBD product, all right, you guys get a QR code right on the box that links you right to an unbiased third-party test result, also known as a COA, also known as a certificate of analysis, all right? Now, when I go to a dispensary like the Herbal Cure, this is from Chronic Creations, all right? And this is Dorothy and Elmer is the strain, okay? Here's what I get. THC, it tells me the THC, CBD, and that's it, all right? Now, of course, you guys may have noticed, like Eden, well, there's a peel here sticker right here. All right, so I raise your peel here and show you if I can open this. See, this is the other issue that I can't deal with these things. I'll take it off. But, so, you guys may think, oh, the QR code will be in there. Nope. That's not the case.
No QR code.
No QR code. Nothing. So, that's the problem that I have with the THC side of things. They have super heavy regulations for packaging and everything, but they don't have, open access to lab results. When, let's be honest, it's super easy. I've worked with cannabis testing facilities out here in Colorado working on the MIP program. And, you okay?
Yeah, someone called. I just want to make
sure. Oh yeah, it's probably for the Nirvana 5-pack.
Where's it at?
Yeah, they're just right there. She's paid for already. Yeah. Fred Barton, my wonderful man, all the way from Aero Pro. It's super good to see you. Sorry, I'm trying to do multiple things. But yeah, so that's the thing that I see with the cannabis space that the hemp space actually does better, is we're very open and transparent with our COAs. But yes, Christopher Roy, you are correct about, you have to know that it is a legit COA. Guys, even the lab, you should do research on the lab that tested it. You guys think CBD products popping up left and right? Labs are popping up left and right. I'm promising you guys that. So, it's really important that you guys also do the research and your due diligence on the lab. Like if somebody sends you a lab and you look at it and it looks a little sketchy, well, do some research on the lab. Guys, it's very easy to doctor a document, a COA. Was she out there? No? Well, she just called like 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me my phone. I'll call her real fast.
All right. Yes. So let's see here. I'm just hoping that actually that changes though for the cannabis side of things, because I would like to look at COAs. I would like to look at. I mean, I've seen in different states even where they have like at least a percentage of the terpenes in there. I would like to see it a step further where it had like the COAs, like for the CBD products. You know, you see the cannabinoid profile and the potency of each, and then you see a terpene profile in there. Like, it would just be nice if you could see that stuff. Or maybe I'm crazy for thinking that. Lindsay, we're still researching how Delta-8 impacts ECS receptors, endocannabinoid receptors. The double bond on Delta-8 THC has a double bond on the 8th, and it is gentle compared to Delta-9. Delta-8 THC binds to CB1 receptors in the central nervous system and CB2 receptors in the immune system. But we are still trying to learn how moving those double bonds and cannabinoids impact effect. You guys like that? You guys, Lindsay's pretty educated on this, so that's why she works for Wellesley. Thank you, Lindsay, for dropping that nice, educating comment. Super nice. Appreciate it. Let's see. Piper Dickinson, yes. Oh, there you go, Lori Cam. Piper Dickinson, thank you for sharing this. She said, yes, relaxes my legs. That Delta-9 or the Delta-8. Yeah, that shit, like, I feel like I've been talking a lot about Delta-8 these last few months, but it's insane how much the hemp market is just loving Delta-8 products. I mean, I took some Delta-8 right when we were in the middle of the educational thing, in the educational segment of the show. You know, I took the Pinnacle Hemp, the Pinnacle Max, 1-to-1 full spectrum CBD to Delta-8 THC. Very solid product. I've been enjoying it. There you go, Lindsay. I like that. Play with it. Give a few good college tries, guys. Hey, I like that. Give it the old college try. Like Piper Dickinson said, I smoke use CBD as I can and love Red Dragon Deep Tissue Salve, which is THC, CBD, and CBN. Yep. See, Piper, look. You're just showing us that combining multiple cannabinoids is more effective than just doing one or the other. Miley MV, hello, and thank you. Hello, Miley MV on YouTube. Zyme Muhid Zyme in Malaysia. I unfortunately cannot sell products to you. Scorps on YouTube said just started using D8 for anxiety and coming off D9. Works like a charm. Couldn't recommend it more. Scorps on YouTube, bro. Thank you for saying that. I've also heard that as well. People have said, for personal reasons, I don't want to use the D9 anymore, and I've started supplementing my D9 usage with D8, and it's been very effective for me. So, Scorps on YouTube, thank you for sharing that, because I'm glad that you said that, because I've had multiple phone calls with people, and they tell me that, and it's really fascinating. Like, if you guys call me and about Delta-8, like, I'm gonna ask you questions, especially, like, if I have to call you for customer service or something, and you have the Delta-8, I'm gonna ask you about it. Like, I spent probably 20-30 minutes with a customer. He had an issue with one of his items showing up. He tried Delta-8 for his first time, and I talked to him for 20 or so minutes, just prying him in and asking him about his Delta-8 experience and what he thinks about it. You'll find her?
Yeah, we're good.
God, she was just like, oh.
Yeah.
She was like, when she called me, she said something. She's like, okay, 100. Like, said, okay, 100. And I was like, word. 100. But thank you, Scorps, for sharing that. That is awesome. Miley MV, I never tried Delta-9, but I've tried CBD for months, and it didn't make me feel as calm as I thought it would. I want to use it for anxiety relief. Would Delta-8 help any better? Thanks. Well, Miley MV, what I would recommend is you test Delta-8, but you also combine the Delta-8 with the CBD. And also, Miley MV, what dosage were you using of the CBD when you tried it, and what delivery method? Were you using an edible capsule? Were you vaping it, tincturing it, using it as a topical? Let me know, Miley MV, and I'll follow that up and give you my recommendation based off your personal experience, because I like to tailor my responses to you personally, because it's like I said over and over and over again, it's not a one size fits all. Lindsay even said on YouTube, I found a sketch lab looking over some COAs that weren't right and didn't add up. Arizona prints the terpene and COAs on the labels. Yeah, so Arizona is doing very, very well. But let's see. Come on, bitch. I think it's good.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, dude. Alright. I'm just like running around all over the place. But that's the thing, guys. If you see COAs and you're like a little sketched out, well, do some more due diligence and look into it. Scorps on Instagram or on YouTube said, I was recommended 25 milligram gummies at first, then picked myself up a cartridge. I would try both. Absolutely. And, I will say, guys, unlike CBD, over time you can develop a tolerance to Delta-9 or Delta-8. Same with Delta-8 and Delta-9.
Yeah. Both.
So that is something to kind of keep in mind. Just so you guys are aware. Alright, perfect. It looks like I got those last few YouTube questions. Don't worry, YouTube. I'm going to be popping back. Scorps even said, thank God I found this. I just made the decision to stop smoking Delta-9. Oh, okay, that was earlier. Okay, perfect. Had to make sure I was getting to the YouTube fam, Instagram is pretty quiet today, so YouTube and Facebook are just killing it. I love you all so much. And make sure you guys use that coupon code WW132 to get 10% off the entire website for the next 24 hours. Hey, Fred Barton, you still on Instagram, bro?
He's actually on Facebook. He said, what up, boys? Big news in the cannabis field today with all the new states one step closer to federally legal.
Yeah, buddy! Hey, we one step closer to AeroPro Delta-8 cartridges.
Are we getting closer to AeroPro Delta-8?
Every time I talk to Fred, when I have to place an order from AeroPro, I'm like,
Delta-8?
You got Delta-8 yet, man? He's never even tried it, so I'm sending him some stuff. He's like, maybe that'll help convince me. And I was like, oh, it will convince you, bro.
Is he like Delta-9?
Oh, yeah. Dude, he told me, I was talking to him the other night. I was like, yo, can I get this? He's like, bro, to be honest, I probably won't send this invoice over to you until tomorrow. I got a 3-gram blunt waiting for me. And I was like, yo, do you, man. Go smoke that blunt.
Damn.
Yeah, so, yes, Fred likes to get down.
Then, yeah, he's gonna like Delta-8.
Yeah, man. So, have you guys thought about, I know some people using them with isolate. Christopher Roy said, have you guys thought about selling terpenes? I know some people use them with isolate to change its effects. Yeah, I mean, Christopher Roy, so what you're talking about is they're just doing terpsilate. All you do is you take CBD isolate and introduce terpenes into it. Yeah, that's cool, but I mean, it's like I would way rather use a full spectrum hemp extract and leverage that terpene, the naturally occurring terpene profile, and then you can kind of pair it to increase like mercerine levels or limonene levels or different individual terpenes. Yeah, listen, guys, the strains are cool and all, but it's more of a selling point. People recognize it. Yo, Blue Dream. Yo, OG Kush.
Yo.
Like, what they're doing with the terpsilate, it is not, yes, they try to mimic the naturally occurring profile of the terpenes that's, in the Blue Dream cannabis. But they're also extracting it from other plants and stuff. So, yes, it's very, very similar, but is it identical? No, you can't say that. But, so what I'm going with is, like Christopher Roy, I have, the Delta-8 game for cartridges. they're using terpenes in that to, mimic terpene profiles. And also to, I'm looking at, the strain terpenes are nice, but where I was going with that is we need to be looking at the individualized terpenes that make up that. Because that's what really matters. You can't, I want the Blue Dream. It's like, no, what makes up the Blue Dream terpene profile that provides the effects that I enjoy? That's the types of questions that you guys need to be asking if you're looking at terpenes. Right?
Carrie said, are any of those edibles you had yesterday on the website?
No. Like I said yesterday, I am doing R&D. These are, again, it's a new manufacturer that I've never worked with. It's not a koi. It's not a CBD effects. I'm testing this. I'm waiting to get another pair of COAs back from them. Like, I'm very, very cautious about this. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I liked them, but it's like, I got to do my due diligence very, very thoroughly before I start selling it to you guys.
Fred said, haha, as always, still hard to be determined. If it was up to me, we'd already have it. I'm so excited to try that Delta-8 and try to see how it works with my generally anti-Delta-9 girlfriend. I have a good feeling she'll love it.
Well, I'll tell you, my generally anti-Delta-9 grandma loves the fucking Delta-8.
And she was high in our house.
She loves it. She's probably watching. She was like saying some shit that like, Eden, you shouldn't cuss so much. Like, you need to be more this. And I'm like, Grandma, I'm being myself. I'm being authentic. You want me to pretend to be somebody else? Like dress in a suit and tie and pretend to be somebody I'm not? No. I'm a being me. Alright? And I'm like, Grandma, it's not 1960 anymore. I'm like, the people watching cuss at me. Like, it's shit.
Shit.
Grandma got a little upset with me.
Yeah, she'll get over it.
Well, like, I just told her, I said, stop treating me like a child.
At least we're not asking for money.
Yeah, all right. Don't buy it from Joe Blow. There you go, Lori. I like it. Don't buy it from Joe Blow on the corner. Yeah, when I can't think of any other creative name, it's just Joe Blow on the corner. Like, Chase, that's awesome, man. Congrats. Your doctor cleared you to take CBD yesterday. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you went to talk to your doctor, your medical professional, and man, I'm glad that you could take the knowledge and then make an educated purchasing decision and purchase it from Koi. I'm happy, my man. I'm glad you could do that. All right. Lindsay, broad spectrum products, we are seeing more terpene profiles. The broad spectrum should not Haverhill at all. So that would be CBD plus terpenes. Yes, so Christopher Roy, that's the other thing, like, terpsilate, yes, terpenes have a role in the entourage effect. But terpsilate, CBD isolate with terpenes, is not a broad-spectrum product. There's just one cannabinoid in there, in terpenes. It doesn't make it a broad-spectrum formulation, no matter what. I've seen products on the market, we got terpsilate in here. It's the CBD isolate mixed with terpenes, and they call it a broad-spectrum. That is not a broad-spectrum. Terpsilate is different than broad spectrum. Alright?
Okay.
So don't go into that thinking that, like, it's got terpenes and CBD. It's a broad spectrum product. No, it is not.
Thanks for letting us know. Appreciate it.
I'm just saying, guys, like, y'all, you don't know what you don't know. Until you know. Yeah. Oh, have THC. Lindsay, you need to hit the THC a little bit more. But no, I hate that, like, the worst part, Lindsay, I don't know if it was happening to you, but, like, when I'm typing, like, the auto-suggest on my computer, like, sometimes it'll just, like, take over, and then it'll just be like, that is not what I meant to say. So I am guilty of that all the time. Like, when I'm editing blog posts and stuff, like, I always do it. I'm like, oh, my God, Eden. Like, I'll miss it sometimes, and I'll go back and read it, Lindsay, and then I'm like, I'll see something like Haverhill in there, and I'm like, yo, what the hell? So I feel your pain, Lindsay. Let's see. Also, how long did they take the CBD? Some people see better results. There you go. See, Lindsay's following up and asking questions. Carrie said, Eden, I brought a guest. Carrie, what guest did you bring? Did I shout her out or him out?
Yeah, don't assume, dude.
I'm just saying, I need to know Eden, Cam, Matthew, Dean, and Nate's fave Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. So actually, everybody's watching. Lindsay, who does some, you guys see the blog post going out, the content, social media posts, that is Lindsay. I mean, I'll go in there and post, like, Facebook, Instagram stuff, but, like, blog posts and stuff, that's all Lindsay. So, by the way, I need to know Eden, Cam, Matthew, Dean, I believe you're still in here, and Nate's fave Thanksgiving dish. I will be twisting them for the blog. There you go. See that?
I don't know.
Cam likes cranberry sauce.
I knew you were saying that.
Like out of the can. It's disgusting. He just like eats it.
I'm not a huge Thanksgiving guy.
Yeah, I mean Cam would just be like, Cam. There you go.
Stuffing.
Stuffing's good. Shit, dude, we gotta start thinking about that. It's holiday season.
No, we don't gotta think. We just gotta show up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it is what it is. Like, Josh, I feel like we're playing Among Us. You acting all sus.
No, wait till you get further down. It gets better.
Oh, I know. I've been seeing it, dude. Josh, man. I'll call you tonight after the show. Oh, man, dude. Guys, make me laugh. Let me hop on over to YouTube real quick. Hello and thank you. Listening quietly. Okay, fairy frequency. Like, you're just rubbing it in. I am so hungry. You know what I've had? I've had a bag of Cheetos for food today. Fairy frequency saying, listening quietly, eating potato soup. No, fairy frequency. I want you to be listening loudly while eating your potato soup. Like, I want potato soup, like, flung on the TV screen or the computer screen. You get so excited. Like, oh, my gosh. Favorite frequency said, I want to see you guys dressed in a suit and tie, too. The last time I was dressed in a suit and tie was about 2 years ago for, I was one of the groomsmen for
Good catch.
my buddy's wedding.
Last time I wore one was prom.
Yeah, so that was like 2-3 years ago, honestly. I can find a picture and show you guys, but yeah, Miley MV said, making me hungry. Like, put a slice on your turkey. Cranberry sauce is delicious. See, different things. See, that's what I'm saying. Fairy frequency is making me hungry on YouTube. Like,
I need to go to the grocery store.
and like, damn, I'm hungry.
Oh.
Let's see, I'm in CA. God, Josh, dude, you're fucking sucks. I love you, Josh. That's all I have to say, man. I love you oh so much.
Kisses.
Yes. Hugs and super.
Dude, that one got me. That one got me, dude.
Like, listen,
Dude.
Everybody's been talking about this Among Us. You know, my friends, like, they told me to, I downloaded it on my phone and I, like, opened it and I was like, I don't know what to do.
I did it too, and I'm like, I just don't find this interesting.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm just going to go back to working now. But everybody's, like, talking about it. It's, like, a very trendy game right now.
I thought it was, like, a computer game at first.
It is, too. It is, yeah. You can play on your app, on your phone, and your, I believe. I don't know. That's, I believe, like, Corey and them play it on their computer.
Of course they play it.
Lindsay, that's a good suggestion replying to Lori. I feel like you'd benefit from the Delta-8 tincture from Pinnacle, the 1-to-1. Yeah, Lori, I mean, like, you do like your CBD. I know that. So, I mean, if you do want to try Delta-8, and I mean, I'm a big fan of this Pinnacle Max 1-to-1 Delta-8 CBD tincture.
I linked it for her.
There you go. Cam coming in as the plug.
Yeah, you know. That's what I'm here for. I'll go check.
You'll go check. It's okay.
I'll go take a quick gan.
It's okay. It's 5, but it's probably Homeboy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, it'll probably. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's going crazy. It looks like everybody's just like, yo. We need some CBD products. All right, Cam. I got leg ulcer and I have lots of pain. Yeah, Lori. I really am very interested in you trying the 1-to-1 and seeing. I know you're kind of cautious about like trying the different products and stuff, but I do believe that could be an effective product for you. I would give it a try. Oh, look, Cam is even responding to you. No, nobody?
No.
All right, I'll call him back. I always got like tons of phone calls. Will you check? Oh, no, we're good. I always got tons of phone calls to make after these live streams. But it's all good, yo. I enjoy talking to you. Maybe I should. Alright. But yeah, Christopher Roy, if you do want to move into Delta-8 products, I would love to, be your source, my man. But, if anything, I'm always happy to answer your questions for you. I'm always here to help. Alright. The ones I found came out of Michigan. Phil said he didn't slap Cam's head for that yawning. Cam's been doing good today.
Dude, you want to know what bullshit I just saw outside?
What?
Darkness.
Oh, is it dark? Oh, yeah, it is.
It's
dark.
5, dude. Darkness.
I wake up and it's dark. And then I go home and it's dark. It is nice though. I mean, I guess the sun does come up at 6:30 now.
I know. I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, it used to be
I always think that I'm late.
Yeah, it used to be 7, dude.
Yeah, because it freaks me out. I'm
yeah, when my alarm at 5:15 when my alarm goes off, it's still dark, but dude, it used to just be pitch black.
Yeah.
Nothing, and I'd be walking Tyrell at 6 a.m. and I'm like, somebody could come take me,
dude. So. We were sitting on the back patio and we were smoking a joint on Sunday and we were sitting and just looking because we back up to open space and we just see this light in the distance and we're like, is something on fire? Come to find out it was the moon rising.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what happens when you smoke a little bit of weed.
Yeah, I didn't even know the moon rose. That just showed up.
Yeah, right. So, Delta. Ooh, Lindsay, let me see this and get to... Yeah, here's it. I mean, we always say this, but Lindsay, this is absolutely an amazing tip for you to share. Lindsay said if you dose cannabis, Delta-9 THC, and get too anxious or too high, take a CBD tincture and vape. It will help negate those increased intoxicating feelings. It'll help level you out, balance you out. All right?
So I out-dab my friends. I have a little trick up my sleeve.
I gotta just take a little bit of CBD,
let's go another dab.
Yeah, right. Oh, I was like, Lindsay, why'd you call him Fredo? And I was like, oh, his name on Facebook is Fredo. Fred, I'm changing your name in my phone to Fredo now. Fredo, dude, that's legit. I like that. Like how my name's Nettie on Facebook. No, we got little nicknames. That's cute.
It's really cute, actually.
Good Lord, love you, Eden and Kim. Hey, I love you guys so much. Yo, please, Miley MV wants some of that potato soup. And you look at that Fairy Frequency just over here on on YouTube, passing around her potato soup. Alrighty, as always, even if you're just smoking. Oh. There you go. Let's see. Guys, I appreciate all of these comments. And Fred, there you Fredo, backing me up. He's not lying. Always check COAs and study to see what you like. It's very, very important. When you smoke weed and, say you're smoking skunkberry. Shout out. Aero Pro. I'll give you guys a little love. Say you're smoking, the skunkberry cannabis flower. And you're like, yo, I love the way this makes me feel. It accomplishes the goals that I'm trying to get. Don't just start going out and just skunkberry. It's look into it and be like, what? I see, I can obviously, what cannabinoids are in here? Okay, that's step one. But what terpenes are also involved in that flower that induce those effects that I'm liking? Because then, once you kind of know, these terpenes I really like, and when you start paying attention to stuff like this, you can start fine-tuning your terpene consumption and pair that with your cannabinoid consumption to really get the most effective results from these products. Does that make sense to you guys? I know it's not readily available like I was talking about in the cannabis industry, but I do hope that I do believe that it will get there at some point in time. So then it gives you as the consumer the power of knowledge to educate yourself and truly fine-tune your treatment routine to something that works best for you and your personal needs, not just a general one-size-fits-all approach. Woo!
Okay, dude.
You guys feeling educated today or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
But Lindsay said, I cuss at everyone except maybe Grandma. Your grandma, my grandma cussed all the time. Bloody hell. Yeah, see, it's just a new way of cussing.
Yeah, it's just a word.
Yeah, right. Green bean. Ooh, Christopher Roy. I like that. I'll toss out Lindsay. Ooh, like green bean casserole.
Sweet potatoes.
You
You don't like sweet potatoes.
They're like all right,
and
dude.
you give me shit for only liking ham.
Eat regular potatoes, dude.
No, sweet potatoes on Thanksgiving
No.
is just a trademark. Yeah, you can have
No.
regular loaded potatoes. Yeah, with cheese, bacon, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta have sweet potatoes
Listen.
with cinnamon and marshmallows.
Listen, there's like a little dash of sweet potatoes on my plate because it's like the leftover corner that I had remaining after filling my plate. So I get like a little bit, and it's like, yeah, that's good. I'll try it next year. Eden, me and Jeff are having steak. Ooh, look, Lori, you're just making some good. I don't know what I'm having. Probably just like something frozen. Probably like just frozen pizza.
Nice.
Free from mobile. See that? Oh, there you go. See, Lindsay plays I Love Among Us. See, it's a big game. I don't know. I guess I haven't really given it the
I don't have
time
an urge.
to really play it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lindsay saying, I'm in a lot of pain today, made me LOL when Eden said to dose more Delta-9 because it is wearing off. I threw frozen chicken nuggets in the oven. My hands aren't going to cooperate with cooking today. That may be my dinner too, frozen chicken nuggets. Yo, you know what, Lindsay? Like, step it up and get those the Tyson chicken fries. I promise you won't be disappointed. Alrighty, everyone. Is there any kind of last minute questions? Don Miller Daughtry, hi, sorry I'm late. No, you ain't got to apologize for being late. I just appreciate you for jumping in and tuning in with us at any point in time during this show. I really do just am very, very appreciative of you guys taking the time to hang out with us. Denise Weisenhunt, hello on YouTube. I cannot share this. Is what I get. App not set up. This app is still in develop mode and you don't have access to it. Switch to a registered test user. Oh, yep, Denise, I hear you all the time. I deal with that stuff. It's like when I try and like live stream from my phone, I can't do it because the something and the other. So yeah, YouTube will like roll out these cool features and then it's like, you don't have access to it. And it's like, why are you telling me that you have this if I don't have access to it?
Honey taking you, bro.
Bullshit. That's all I gotta say. It's bullshit. We're making progress on the Wellesley Reserve line. The flower. Do you guys want to know what the first strain will be?
I would love to.
Only if you guys say you want to know the strain of the first release of the Wellesley Reserve line. Would you guys like to know what it is? If you don't want to know, I just won't tell you. I'll just like roll it out, and like retail shops we've been talking to, our retail customers, wholesale customers, I should say, are excited about it, to say the least. So, are your tincture fairy frequency? No, our tinctures are not alcohol based. No tinctures are alcohol based. If you're asking if they're ethanol extracted, yes, we do. We leverage like there's CO2, and then like for like the isolate stuff, and then like we actually use a cold press ethanol extraction for our full spectrum. But if you look fairy frequency at our residual solvents, heavy metals, potency tests in the COAs, you see there is no residual ethanol. And that is the thing. If extraction and production is done properly, even if you use ethanol extraction, there shouldn't be any residuals in it. And let me tell you something, fairy frequency, if you're like, well, I'm just going to use CO2 extracted products because there's no ethanol. Ethanol is still involved in the winterization process before CO2 extraction occurs. More you know.
They want to know.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom. So I just want you guys to understand that. Everyone's like, oh, CO2 is better or ethanol is better. And it's like, listen, there's a split There's different parts of the industry that think this is better, but like a big argument I see with people is like, well, I like the CO2 because there's no ethanol. And it's like, well, actually you don't know, because in the winterization process before, ethanol is leveraged in that. So, I just like to give you guys a just a little insight on the background.
They want to know the first strain.
Oh, you want to know the first strain? All right. Wait. They do want to know?
Yes.
I saw it on YouTube. Yes, what is the strain name? It is going to be KLR Gas. KLR Gas. Bet y'all haven't been seeing that from like the major pre-roll companies. KLR Gas. It's that gas.
What's the KLR stand for?
I don't know. Killer gas, probably.
Oh. Interesting.
Killer gas. And then they have it was hard because there was a killer gas and a killer grape, and I was like, but the gas. That's the gas. That's the juice.
Oh no, I think Denise Weisenhunt would love the...
Yeah, Denise, you would love the killer grape, because I know how much you love grape. Right, Denise? Oh, yes. Fairy frequency, exactly like that. Killer gas. I'm excited. The next couple of weeks. And like I said, guys, it's going to be limited. Like, once that strain's gone. On to the next strain.
Limited edition.
Like, literally, there's going to be I'm putting something on there. It's called a connoisseur ID. So it's literally going to be like something like kind of collector. It's going to be like number 1 out of 6,000 or whatever. It's going to have the strain name, and then it's going to have the manufacturing date on it. So, it's really, and that's also going to help you, trace it back to the COA and everything. So it's just helping bringing everything together. But it'll be a fun little thing. Just trying something new, unique with something like the CID is what we're calling it. It'll be on the labels, and just fun, different little things. So I'm excited to release it and for you guys to all try it, and for all of you guys to give me your feedback on it. Ooh, Miley saying, ooh, sounds interesting, and Fairy Frequency sounds legendary. Well, I've got my hands on the flower, I saw it when I was at Champs. I was talking to the farmer, and it just caught my eye. It smelled good. COAs look solid, so I just really, really excited for you guys to experience the Wellesley Reserve line for yourselves. All right. Okay. Tamara saying, hi, Wellesley. I got no service, so can't really see the show, but I'll be watching Friday. Hope you are all doing well. Thank you, Tamara, for just... That's so sweet how most of you guys would, even when Tamara's having issues, you guys just jump in and say hello.
Hello.
Rose Select Reserve pre-rolls. What's that? Oh, Lindsay, I'm excited for you to give that a go. And is your extraction process being run sustainably? Exactly, Lindsay. Honestly, the extraction to me, I'm more interested in, is your extraction process being run sustainably? What about your hemp source farms? Exactly. Those are the questions that need to be asked and answered. All right. Perfect. Oh, I saw you guys all saying that I was teasing you.
You're a tease.
Yeah, Denise, I switched to FB, gave up on YouTube. Yeah, well, Denise, it's good to have you on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you are. All right. Yes, Lindsay, I even got McDonald's nug sauce in the drawer. Hey, that's like a staple. I always got the Mickey D. I always got the honey mustard on deck, let me tell you, because...
She probably means a sweet and sour, but...
Well, she's talking about just the sauce in general, but it's like solid to always have sauce reserves. All right, everyone, let's pick the winners. Let's pick some winners.
Did you see Chick-fil-A came out with their sauce in bottles now?
Oh, bro, yeah.
All right, dude, whatever. I'm trying to bring more light to your day.
My day is pretty fucking bright already, dude.
Well, trying to make it brighter. If
it was brighter, I need my stunner shades on. Can't see them haters. Oh, Josh, am I doing it right? I got the flat bill hat right? Haters.
Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
Oh, that was what one of the guys was saying. That was hating on that whole D8 debacle.
Yeah, haters gonna hate.
He's like, sorry, I'm not a flat brim hat, bro.
Damn, so
haters.
Denise or Lindsay said sweet and sour. Excuse me, I'm a strictly honey mustard buffalo.
There you go. There you go. All right, so winner number, what is this? Wellness Wednesday 132. All right, so winner number 1, and this is this is YouTube, Miley MV. So I don't have your name, but Miley MV. What I will do here, let me actually, because YouTube doesn't, they're so dumb with like their limited.
Yeah, what is this, Twitter?
Yeah, exactly.
Idiots. Like,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
Assholes.
That's stupid.
Oh, Denise said, yep, honey mustard.
There you go. All right, so Miley MV, I just pasted on YouTube. I pasted the prizes. So number 1 is the 250 milligram Wellesley grape CBD oil. Number 2 would be a Timber Special Sauce CBD pre-roll. This sexy bad boy right here. Number 3 would be the Snaps Strawberry Menthol Hemp Cigs. All right, they actually got a little flavor balls in the filter that you can crush. There's strawberry or menthol one. You can crush them together. You could choose not to crush them to get just hemp flower, or you could kind of flavor infuse your hemp flower. All right, you get this little 10 count pack right here. Number 4 would be the this one's exciting. Would be the Blue Skittles Delta-8 THC cartridge, and number 5 would be the Eclipse CBD Strawberry Tincture. This one right here. All right. So, Miley MV, I just need you to say, you just type number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and then I will let you know how to redeem your prize. You'll just have to email Cameron@wellsc.com. But, Miley MV, I just need you to say that I'm still here. You just commented saying, ooh, sounds legendary. So,
Legend? Wait for it. Yeah.
So, had to make sure I was drinking my water.
Lindsay, have any of y'all tried the Snaps? Yes, don't like them.
Lindsay, have y'all tried the Snaps? Yeah, I tried the strawberry menthol. You know, like it was like I don't know if it's like a placebo or what. It kind of just reminded me of like smoking a cigarette. But I mean,
like it too.
I'll tell you, like people that buy them, like I'm seeing people come back and buy, like they buy one and then they'll buy all 3 of them. They'll get multiples of them. So like. People like them. That's all I gotta say. You know, it doesn't matter what I like. It really just depends on what you guys like. So that's why I offer these products. You know, I'm not saying that like, oh, I love every single one of the products, but like, we have customers that love those types of products, so I get it for them. You know, so. All right, Miley MV is gonna be your last call. Or I'm going to have to move on to the next winner. Claim now, or we'll have to select new winner at Miley MV. I'm just saying. I always like to give you guys plenty of time, but all right. Well, I'm not seeing anything, so... Well, gotta delete Miley MV off my list, which is always... I hate when I had to delete people's name off my list. Like, it really does...
damper the mood.
Yeah, it does really damper the mood. You know? It's like, ugh. Alright, so... Boom. Instagram's still running? Alright. Wait, so I'm going to tell you this. My homies and myself that smoke, we love them, I love them, but I'm finding some of the people I've recommended them to don't like them if they vape. Wait.
The Snaps.
Oh. My homies and myself that smoke, we love them, I love them, but I'm finding some of the people I've recommended them to don't like them if they vape. That makes sense. Okay, see, my brain's a little slow. I had to reread that a couple of times. To understand it, but no, that makes sense. I can definitely see that. But let's see. All right, so I guess on to the next one. Yeah, right. Yeah. Alright, perfect. So, here we go. So, Piper Dickinson. Yep. Piper? I believe you're still here. You're on YouTube, or Facebook, sorry. Yes, because I can see the name. So, you are on Facebook. So, Piper Dickinson, I just say it. Oh my god, Josh. Oh, Josh, I just loved him. Now that I've, met Josh and I, know him as a person, I just,
super duper.
It really just makes me laugh even more, because I just, envision Josh. He just makes me laugh. You guys all really do bring joy to my day, even when I'm having a terrible day. Yes, I have terrible days, too. When I come on here, I feel so much better.
Oh, Piper is here.
Piper, yes! Go, Piper! Which one would you like, my dear friend? 5? Ooh, what is that? Where is it?
Eclipse CBD strawberry tincture.
Ooh, okay. Strawberry CBD tincture. Alright, so... Piper, you've ordered from us in the past, I believe. Piper, is your address the same? If you've ordered from us in the past, your address is the same, just say address is the same. But if it is different, or you haven't ordered from us in the past, I need you to send me an email to Cameron@wellesley.com. Take a picture of your driver's license so we can verify age, and then type out your shipping address so then we can copy and paste it into your system. But Piper, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you've ordered from us in the past. So... just let me know. Yes, thank you all for your support. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for hanging out with us like you do every single week. We really could not do this without you guys. So there you go, Matthew Ratliff on YouTube. God, I can't even say these social platforms right. South Dakota legalized both recreational and medical cannabis at the same time. Now that is what I call progress in the right direction. No matter what side you fall on with the elections or whatever, there is some positivity, especially if you're cannabis. If you're watching this, you obviously do enjoy cannabis products. So there is some positivity to look at, depending on which side you fall. If it's a positive, a negative. If it's a good day for you, well, it got even better with cannabis. If it's a bad day, well, it got a little bit better with the cannabis legalization and at least the reform that's just sweeping the nation. I do think in the next 10 years, cannabis will be legalized federally.
I'm doing 5. I'm saying
5. Yeah, I mean, it would be so basic. So you think by the end of this next presidential that will be legalized? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I could see it being still federally classified, but then more and more states.
It's not decriminalized on the federal level, is it?
No. It's still a state class 1.
So I'd probably say 5 years it would be decriminalized within the 5 years, and then within 10 years legalized.
Just reclassify it. Take it out of the same category as heroin and...
Or just take it out of the category.
Pretty sure LSD's even in there, and it's take LSD out that category too. Matthew Ratliff said, makes me so happy. No, I am very happy for those of you guys that live in those states that have legalized, and you guys get to experience what we've been experiencing for the last 8 years. I mean, Cam, not as many years, but I was 2012? So it was
13.
18. It's 19. I was 19 in 2012 when it got legalized. So, listen, you guys, it's awesome. I will tell you, the taxes may be high initially. Tax reform can't happen with that. So, people saw it in Illinois. 30%. And it's just vote on it, do the reform. But it's also the tax revenue is tax me. I am happy paying tax if my weed is legal and it's going to go to schools, roads, public funding, whatever they use it for. You guys all corrected me, Oregon. like their decriminalization of drugs, what they're using their marijuana tax revenue for is to build treatment centers and help people go into treatment for drugs. So some good things in the moves with things. So I think that's all I have for you guys. Yes, that decriminalizing and rescheduling are enough. No, it needs full-on legalization and full-on expunging of people's records that are still locked up for small amounts of cannabis. That's the most important thing. All the people that are still imprisoned for cannabis should have their records wiped clean and should be released. My personal opinion, but it's sad that people are sitting in prison for a few grams of weed. It's crazy. All right, everyone. Well, I think that will be it for me today. There you go, Mississippi. Lindsay, I was surprised about Mississippi. Once I started seeing those, the Bible Belt states, things are changing. I was like, yo, Mississippi, all right. Maybe now I'm a little more inclined to go to Mississippi. Never been there before, but
maybe now I will.
Maybe I'll go. All right, everyone. That's all I have for you. Wellness Premium Products on Instagram. Hello, it's great to see you. But that's all I have for you guys this afternoon. Yes, Lindsay, we will get there. If you guys need anything, reach out. I'm here. Cam's here. Lindsay's here. We're all here for you guys. And make sure, if you guys need to order some CBD or Delta-8 products, make sure you use that coupon code WW132 for 10% off site-wide for the next 24 hours. All right, everyone. That wraps it up for Wellness Wednesday episode 132. Woo! I appreciate you all for supporting us and helping us reach episode 132. Y'all have a good night. Reach out if you